Aries, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you, no particular subject. We're going to take an issue, something we know, something we don't know, recent past advice and potential outcome. At the end, there will be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node or Vertex, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your first house. This could be for you. Thank you, however you support the channel. It's very much appreciated. All information's in the description box. Just hit the more button below. Cross watchers also, you're more than welcome. Nearly forgot you there, guys. Okay, so Aries, in your pre-shuffle, there was like this, I don't want to word it. It was like a big sigh from the universe. Oh, for God's sake, that type of thing. And it felt more, I saw it in the sense of cancelled plans now, because maybe, say for example, you've had an idea about something and then you've told too many people, and it's almost taken the energy away from this situation. So the universe is going, okay, you've shared too much now, so we're going to cancel this. Let's look in this direction. So is this about oversharing some aspect? Because it was a hell of a sigh. It was a big frustration from the universe. So let's see what's going on. Let's do one more. What's happening, Aries? What are you doing? We have the King of Pentacles. Okay. Interesting. It looks like it's the king's putting a coin into a mechanical bull here. The mechanical bull may move around a lot, but it doesn't change the position. It's still rooted. And I almost feel like this is like you keep putting into something that's not shifting. The bull is very much, I'm not going anywhere. Strong like bull. Interesting. What do we know? What don't we know? Okay, so something's getting stopped. Recent past is you. Okay. Advice. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. And the potential outcome. Yeah. There's a lot of people around you, which makes it recognize where you're oversharing. This is a situation is completely oversharing. Temperance at the bottom of the deck with the Five of Cups and Judgment. I almost want to say Temperance and the Five of Cups is, because that's the angel, obviously the devil is the demon aspect. It's the next card from the Temperance energy, and it's almost saying here, Satan doesn't always come with horns and a pitchfork. Sometimes he comes wrapped in glitter. I think you've got something in your environment that feels very, you've really been asked to look at the past and where things start with enthusiasm and then end, and it's something to do with oversharing. It's something to do with giving power away in whatever aspect that is. I'll use the example, like I've said earlier. It feels like you've had like an idea, a project, or wanting to put energy into something, and then all of a sudden we've got this stagnation of a bull, and it's because you're giving your energy to something or somebody, and you really shouldn't be, and that's a big thing in your advice. So we've got the King of Pentacles. What we're aware of is the Knight of Wands. Now the Knight of Wands is enthusiasm. It's like, yeah, I've got this idea, I want to do X, Y, Z, or this feels really good. I want to seek, it's a card of travel. We've got the Egyptian pyramids here and the Sphinx. This could be right, I need to go here. And the universe is going, okay, you were supposed to just do this and then maybe share afterwards, but now that your enthusiasm has kind of taken you to give your ideas away too soon, and now there's a blockage. What we're not aware of is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is something that needs to end. It's Sun in Gemini. It's an ending. Something is burying. Now this could be a literal putting something to bed, like I can't share this anymore in some aspect, because again, we're surrounded by people here. King of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, recent past is you guys, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is 2 parts Aries, 1 part Shadow Pisces. Shadow Pisces is that of the martyr. I want to fix everybody. I want to, I don't need boundaries. What are those? We don't need boundaries, not in this work. And there's something that just feels like you're giving your power away to something. Now, the standout of this spread is the advice, is the Six of Pentacles. be careful where you're giving your energy, because not only have we got, you know, 3 here, 1 here, 2 here, it's very scattered. And the fact that we've got, you know, Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, your outcome, Queen of Swords, there's a lot that's going on. There's too many people, too many, you know, too many cooks spoil the broth type of thing. Now, the big standout of the Six of Pentacles in the Angel of the Kabbalah, the Six of Pentacles is represented by Eladia. Now, Eladia is the angel of, I think it's second chances, but it's a different deck I want to mainly focus on in a second. Let's just get Eladia up. Yeah, Angel of Second Chances. Okay, every day is a second chance. Angel of Second Chances, its essence gives us the strength to forgive everything and allows us to resolve our karmas by understanding them with patience and kindness. It allows us to access spiritual and material abundance. Qualities: divine grace that absolves and pardons all fault, dissolves all karma, spiritual and material abundance, innocence, reinsertion in society, great healing power, regeneration, flourish in health, help the underprivileged, new beginnings, a second chance. Distortions: attitudes and behaviours that engender problems and difficult karmas, repeated errors and misactions. This is what's going on here, it's repeated errors. There's something that you just, like the bright ideas, the enthusiasm, tell too many people, disperses the energy, and then you're left with nothing. So something that seems to be happening here. Dangerous spirituality, false gurus, waste, squandering, broken promises, hidden crimes, moral decadence, negligence, nonchalance, indifference, poor health, difficult karma, bulimia, sexual excesses, lust, wrongdoer, lawbreaker, prisoner. Situations: helps resolve karma, charlatan, grace, obesity, and temptations. Now, again, I'm more concerned about the Six of Pentacles representing the number 10, and number 10 in here is Aleph Lemedalet, protection from the evil eye. Envy can become a bad spell that may block your progress, interfere with all your moves, and cause torment and misery. You may have invested a lot of effort in something and the outcome was disappointing, or you didn't see any profits from the work you've done and feel frustration. Soon you'll find out that someone close to you is obsessively jealous. You may feel committed to that person and find it difficult to disconnect from him and their, doesn't have to be him, and their negative influence. Direction: the difficulties and restrictions are a result of bad advice you received. It's very important that you keep the stories of your past, present, and future achievements to yourself. Although you are very proud of your accomplishments, which were earned with respect, be careful not to talk about it with people that you do not trust. Okay, bottom line, never take advice from a person whose achievements are lower than yours. Soon you will have the opportunity to earn more for your efforts. Again, I don't like that sentence. I've said that many times. Never take advice from a person whose achievements are lower than yours. We can learn from anybody, but the whole principle of this is recognizing that when you leak your energy or your ideas, your power is immediately dissipated. The Queen of Swords as your outcome is really standing out for me as the Queen of Forces in the Akashic Tarot. It came up a couple of times last week, so I've dug out the deck. This card shows a woman balancing the energies of a sun in one hand and a moon in the other, with a river flowing beneath her feet. Interesting, it's page 184 as well, which is kind of like the moon and the Emperor. We've just had the moon in Aries recently. The Queen of Forces represents a woman, doesn't have to be, a woman who can help to bring greater balance to your life. She brings an unusual combination of power and peace, creativity and receptivity in both her energy and her support. Sometimes this card can represent a person in your life, either you or another, coming into a phase of great power and ability to sustain it with wonderful results. There is a gift of grace and serene understanding when this card is upright. It also brings new roles and opportunities. Careers in many of the sciences, global communication, nature, and energy may now be available to you. The Queen of Forces could also indicate the appearance of a possible love interest or an associate in business or in a creative project who has powerful influence and connections for you or another. It may be someone you know or somebody new, but when this card appears, there is a tender yet powerful support. During this time, choose to support yourself as well. You hold the forces of the sun, creativity, and moon, receptivity, and only you yourself can direct the energy of your eternal life. Okay, reversed, and this kind of feels like whatever's represented by this energetic jealousy, whatever it is. Can represent a person with very fragmented energy. They may be part of your family, work environment, or another kind of relationship. You will sense some agitation or disharmony, and in some cases, this person may not have your best interests at heart. In fact, they could misuse their power and influence and be critical of you, which can negatively affect your relationship with yourself or others. If you see that kind of behaviour, it's time to speak up for yourself, set boundaries, and demand respect. If you are unable to change how they treat you, step away. And again, Queen of Wands in its shadow doesn't know how to have boundaries. So, big energies here that is really asking you to address where you overshare. It's a big block in your life here. Let's check out. I want to see the Devil and the Hermit is my little combination for cancelled plans. So let's just see where they're at. I told you, you can't make it up. You cannot make it up. They're almost together, wedged between the card that represents jealousy, 5 of Wands. And then we've got the Sun and the Ace of Swords. So something had been highlighted here. The Sun was in Virgo recently, and then when the Sun's in the 6th house, it highlights visible enemies, not the hidden aspects, the ones that are clearly just there to cause disruption. So pay attention, especially during Virgo season, what was taking place. But there's this cancelled plans, and it's because of whatever this 6 of Pentacles represents. So don't worry, and there's that frustration and anger. Don't worry about this. If things aren't, if an idea is losing its momentum, it's because of this oversharing aspect. Your final card is the 8 of Cups, Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is back into Pisces, highlighting what needs clearing. And it feels like this lesson of boundaries and sharing too much. Okay? So there's pauses in your life, and the pauses are represented by whatever this is. When you do recognize it, make new plans, don't share them. The 4 of Cups. We get to, like I say, there's no more new things. You get to, whatever the universe offers, you go, nah, I can see it now. It's the Moon in Cancer, which is the High Priestess meets the Chariot. Surrender, flow. Okay, it's kind of luxury as well in the views of the ego. 4 of Roses. Three people stand keenly. Where is it? This card shows that maybe a thoughtless, selfish person in your life, whether in a love, friendship, family, or business relationship. This person is self-absorbed and makes plans only in terms of how they affect him or her. You may have lingered too long, repeatedly giving to this person, even though you haven't received much in return. 6 of Pentacles. You've tolerated the dismissiveness because you kept hoping things would get better, or perhaps you were too afraid to step away. You are called now to be aware this person is unlikely to change, and you may be delaying the inevitable. Take an honest look in your mirror and see how staying in this relationship affects your future. Guys, pay attention to whatever this is, because it's a block. The universe is putting you on pause for your ideas, your projects, your relationship level, whatever it is, because you give away too much energy to the wrong people. Okay, in your extended, we're going to take a look. We're going to take the energy of this person or situation. It could be a group of people for some of you, and we'll see what we get. Okay, if you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know if it resonates. Sun in Gemini, Moon in Taurus, Sagittarius, Mars in Scorpio, Scorpio in Libra, Moon in Sagittarius, Moon in Aquarius, Saturn in Sagittarius, Venus in Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Venus in Cancer, Wands, Pentacles, Swords, Cups. Everyone's here. Those of you stand out, let me know. Take care. See you soon. Bye.